So when we share our gift with the world, then that creates that healing that we all need. And they say, you're gonna think that I'm crazy. And then they begin to open up. And we have people that say, well, I've never told anybody about this, you know, and I say, God, I'm glad you're talking about it now. And it's so magical. I see that happening all the time.
I can work her chakras, her energy system. I can scan and identify what her body's telling me, where to go, where to place hands, or what layer of the auric field to put my hands in. And then I just watch her unfold.
And I've actually sent friends to Mary who have had life-changing experiences from her medium work.
It's very surprising when I say, if that's what you see, then let that emerge from the painting. And they are amazed at what does come out.
Plain speaking, that if somebody listens to the bowls, it somehow relaxes not just the mind, but the physical being, so that the body can balance itself out. And then the benefits come.
Being part of the spiritual movement at Illuminations, we are growing the spiritual community for children. Having our animals balanced and happy helps them to serve us a little bit better, because they feel that their duty is to be loyal to us and to be at our side at all times. By healing ourselves and healing our pets, then we both can walk that peaceful walk of light and love.
And so the beauty of spirituality is that it doesn't have to have a label, doesn't have to have a tradition. All it has to do is wake you up enough to have some sort of passion about who you are, about what your gifts are, and sharing those with the world.
But when we hear other people share their stories, it sparks that courage within us in a couple of different ways. It helps us to hear the ways in which we're also very similar and also very alike, how our stories really very much overlap. And then it also gives us permission to say, oh, I can share. I just saw that person share something that was challenging or something that was really exciting, and I can allow myself now, because I heard that, to tap into that aspect of myself and put it out there.
I'm special too.
We have this aura, or a field of energy, that's around us at all times. We all carry one. And the rattle might shake up some energy that needs to be released. I may use a feather to help energy, just sweep that energy away from the body. And then the drumming will come in at the end of the session. That vibration of the drum wash that comes over the entire body will help seal in whatever healing that we've done through the shamanic healings.
So by placing the color of stone on the chakra that it relates to, I actually feel that it can draw the energy and make it much more intense and help the healing in that part of the body become even more intense and more helpful to the person, so that when they do leave, they feel better, not only physically but also emotionally and spiritually and psychologically.
We connect minds, hearts, souls, and it's just so wonderful. There's a light there, so no matter how dark it gets somewhere else, you know there's that light, and just come on in.
The technique that I use is that I do the Reiki or do the energy healing that I believe needs to be done using stones, oils, whatever Reiki I need to do. And then, yes, after we're done with the session, if the person wants to know, if they say to me, can you give me some information about what you saw or what you found or what you felt, then I will tell them, what specific areas I felt were nice and open and things were flowing well, and what I found that maybe there were some issues with, and then we usually go into more of an elaborate talk about that, and usually it resonates with them and they're like, yes, this is what's going on, that's why that was happening, things too. But sometimes it's that enough, just talking about it, and validating for themselves that, yeah, there is something going on. Sometimes that's just enough, just to talk about it for a little bit.
Yoga is one of those places where the difference that you make for yourself absolutely radiates out into the larger whole. Because people find that when they feel better and are more centered, they're able to be a better foundation for their family, for their loved ones, for their coworkers. When they are able to vibrate higher, it welcomes other people to do the same. It's that magnetic quality that I love playing with in yoga. The ability for you to either be a strong enough force that you push upon that magnet to flip it in order to be magnetized together, or that you can just let those polarities just shake until they meet and rise up together. The magnetism is palpable, and it's something that does start with you and your own practice, and it ripples out and to affect everyone that you come in contact with, and then the whole world.
And I am able to see it every day in the ways that the community responds, in the ways that I see magical healing happen, in the ways that people come every day into the center. How do you put a name or a face to healing energy, or to emotions, or to the heart space? We say these words a lot, but what does it actually look like? And so when we have that expression out in the physical world, we have that expression out in a space, then you can see it. You can see the emotions, you can see the energy, you can see the miracles and the magic.
I feel grateful to have a space that I can come to that embraces me and helps me to learn more about myself and learn more about my journey